Hello, you guys. Welcome to my page. My name is Robin, and this is Create It with Robin. And I'm so happy you guys are here. If you're seeing this part of the video, you're probably seeing the replay. So comment hashtag replay. Let me know you stopped by or at least took a look. Anyhow, I'm going to pull up myself on my iPad so I can see comments because I am not able to see from that far away. Let me turn my volume off before, oops, that's the wrong way. Say hi when you guys pop on. There I am. Now I'm going to share myself out and hi Teresa, hi Jane Ann, hi Deneen, hi Jody, hi Miss Jill, Margarita. You guys are all rolling in. Thank you, thank you. Let me see. I have to think. Where do I share? How are you guys? Thank you, Jill, for putting that in there. You're the best. All right, I think that's good enough for now. I can do that later, I guess. Let me see comments. Hi, Tisha. Ooh, goodness. Thank you, Jill, for tossing me out. That sounded wrong. Hi, Marissa. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Holly. Hi, Denise. Yes, thank you, Tisha, for the prayers. Everyone can use the prayers, that's for sure. Hi, Lydia. Okay. I could talk to y'all all day, but then I'd get nothing done. So I started crafting this morning, and so I almost had my first item already completely done, so I started another one. So you guys are going to see a couple of different projects today, and so let's get started. I wanted to do something, oh, thank you. I made these on a crafting day not too long ago. Actually, it was our last crafting day. Leather and lace is where I made these. But thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Tina. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. Okay. A lot of you guys know I cut wood blanks for a lot of you guys. When I do that, I end up having like little extra pieces I don't want to throw out because I know I can use them in some way, shape, or form. So that's kind of what I'm going to be using today, with the exception of one item. I do have like these wood rounds, and sometimes I will use these to like raise up for like a riser underneath another project to give it dimension and height. Today I want to use these and I want to make some magnets. So I'm going to be using these little wood circles that I have, and so y'all don't have to watch me paint while I was watching everybody else. I did go ahead and paint mine. I stained the back, and then I've painted the front white. And I have two different sizes here. One is slightly larger than the other. So we're going to be doing two different magnets. And with that, I have these rub-on transfers. And these are not for knobs, like drawer pull knobs type of thing. I mean, you can see right there. They're like knob transfers. Okay. And so I'm going to be using a couple of these which I've already done one of each because I want a set. I want a set of matching fridge magnets. Now look, I know we all have fridge magnets that have like, I've got a pair of cute little butterflies that someone crocheted for me when I moved. And then, hi Michelle. Hi Tina McCoon. So I have some cute ones, but then, you know, the fridge just gets cluttered with like the magnetic chip clip things. You know, I hang stuff with Jana's on the refrigerator or whatever, and then I'll swap them out. That's great, but I want to kind of release the chip magnets to go back to the chips and like have something a little cuter for the fridge. So that's what I'm doing. And I've already picked out, oh, y'all can't see that. I've already picked out the two that I'm going to use. And by the way, my name is Robin, and this is Create It with Robin. Hi, Georgie Lee. A to Z Crafts, hi. Teresa Sands, hi. Joanne. Y'all, I'm missing a whole bunch of people. They aren't coming across over here on my iPad. Welcome, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're not already liking and following me, please give me a follow. Okay, so it's our Feathers and Flora event, and I'm gonna do this one and this one because I like both colors and they're both very different. So I'm gonna do both. So let me get that cut out. Hi, Georgiana. Yours is the first comment that just came up on there. How are you guys doing? I don't do a whole lot of lives anymore. It's like I have to do the events to be able to go live on my page, and I can do it on the weekends if my husband's home. So, all right, I've got those two. These come with instructions on how to do it. And I got these, I think, from either Essential Stencil website or Decoupaged Queen. I can't remember. Or it could have been, I don't know. I don't know anymore. This year I have like swore to not go buy anything. And so at the beginning of the year, I started organizing my space again because Christmas got crazy and there was just shit everywhere, right? Let's just be real. And I'm finding stuff that I purchased like these a couple of years ago or maybe even longer. Sorry, I have a rogue eyelash hair or something that hurts. First time. Hi, Vicky. Sorry. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Wendy. Okay. Hi, Sam. I cut that out. I gotta stay on track. I have an hour. So for rub-on transfers, I've already got my 2 discs. I'm gonna put those here. And I put the purpley flower one on. Yes, welcome, Vicky. So glad you're here. So it has a plastic piece and a paper backing. It says take the paper backing off. Now I've done rub-on transfers before, but you know, with different companies, they have like different instructions or whatever. So this is how they say to do it. All right, so those are on. Now you have to rub it to get it to stick. Hi, Audra. All right, so I like starting in the middle and working my way out. Turn on my air because it's hot. So I know this is the DIY Duo event. So as a perk for being inside of the group, we do a live crafting day every month, and we do a live sale day every month. So this is our crafting day. We did have a special crafting day last Monday, which was our bunny hop event. So if you guys saw that, actually this framed piece right here is what I made last Monday during that event. So, you know, if you want to see how that was made, you can go back and watch it. And our live sale day is actually next Sunday. So I will be selling some wood blanks as well as some finished pieces. All right, if any of this does not lift off, you go back in and keep scraping. But that did really good. All right, so there's that one. Look how pretty that is. I just think that is gorgeous. All right, let's do this one. I wanted these knob transfers a couple of years ago for this exact thing. I wanted to make magnets, and here we are a couple of years later. It could be 2 or 3 years later. I'm finally doing them. How many of y'all do that? You've got things that you purchased for a specific project, and they're still somewhere in your craft room. Raise your hand. I know we all have them. And we all find things that are like, holy crap, I didn't know, I forgot I bought that. So let's do something with it. Oh, let me show you. There is this one. Look how pretty. The pink and purple. I love that. Hi, Raymond. All the time, right, Denise? Over to my sewing machine, time to sew. Oh, Holly, that is, oh, what's going on there? That is one thing I don't do. I do not sew. I am not a sewer, seamstress, whatever you want to call it. That's just, I don't. Not me. Okay, now with these two, I'm done with this. I'm going to put that away before I confuse what I'm doing. We're going to UV resin the tops of these, and I'm going to use a little silicone pusher, and we're going to resin the tops, because you'll see the image change from like a flat to a very beautiful I'm almost to the end of this bottle, so I did have to go grab another bottle just in case I run out doing these. So I might have just enough. Hi, Anne. Girl, I am so jealous of you spending your time with your grandbabies. I miss mine so badly. Really hoping here in the next few months that all changes. I am just letting the resin run to the edges, but not go over the edge, That's just to help me out a little bit so I'm not pushing it and it self-levels. I will push it to the edge with my little silicone pusher, but this is doing a lot of the work for me. And now I'm gonna come in, move some bubbles around, and pull it to the edge. But I don't want it to go over the edge. Sorry, I'm concentrating, so I'm not talking. It's like if I talk or take my eyes off of it, it's going to go somewhere I don't want it to go. All right, let me work on this one. Actually, before I do that, I should have put it on my tray. What are y'all up to today? All right, let me get this one to run. Besides watching us, are y'all crafting, spending time with family? Ooh. Hi, Julie. Baby rolled over. I saw that. I saw your your post you made about it being the first time. Oh no. Yeah, that's how mine are too. They never want me to leave, but they love to show off for, yes, they sure do. Mine love to craft with me, so I'm all about that. It's like, let me take some craft stuff and then they have a blast. They don't get to do a whole lot of that, I don't think. And my youngest grandbaby just had a birthday yesterday. She turned 7. And then the oldest has a birthday next month and he'll be 14. So I miss seeing them for sure. Okay, I think that's good. So with that, I'm gonna run my torch over it real quick to get some of those bubbles. I know I see one. I have to get the light to hit it just right to find it. Come on. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, one more time. And I'm gonna pop this into my nail lamp. I'm gonna put my silicone tool in there and we'll be good to go. Okay, so while that's cooking, let's do our next one because I'm doing really good on time. Good thing I started early. I have this little tray of water here. So anybody do any water slide transfers? Water slide transfers. Okay, I'm gonna use these little egg wood cutouts from Dollar Tree. They look like that. And I'm gonna take my egg. I've already stained it on the back, and then I colored it an off-white. It's a vintage white color on this side. And then I have these transfers from the same place as I got the other ones, because they were like right there with each other. So I know they came from the same place. I just can't remember the exact store that I got them from. And I've already cut out the one I want to use on my egg. And it's going to go right in the center, right like that. So let's get it on there. Anybody do a water slide? I think I asked. A French knot. I'm waiting for my granddaughter to send me a pic, but drew a picture of herself on fabric. Oh, how fun. Oh, me too, Miss Linda. Me too. My grandbabies are moving, I don't know when, from Florida to Arkansas. And they'll be a couple of hours closer to me, but still it's like gonna be like a 10-hour drive. Right now it's more like a 12 or 13-hour drive. I'm gonna do that again, because those are kind of thick. A drawn picture on fabric to a stitch head. Oh, all right, so I cut it out the same way. And with this, I remove the top plastic piece, whereas before, with a rub-on transfer, you remove the paper backing. With a water slide, you take the front off, not the back. I'm gonna confuse myself. So I'm taking the front off. So there's the front. And here's my transfer. I'm going to put it in the water. And this only takes like 15-20 seconds. And this should be done in a few minutes. Like a tattoo. Yep, like a tattoo. So I used to do water slides on tiles and tumblers and all kinds of, you know, the cups from Dollar Tree, the coffee cups from Dollar Tree. Great for those kinds of projects, but they're also good for these. Yes, it is, Deneen. Yes, it is. Only these are prettier than the kids' tattoos. That's okay. All right, so these are done. You know what they're done if you can run your finger over them and they're not tacky. So if you get some resistance, little tackiness, just cook them again. And now I can take the resin off of my tip, and this is clean and can go back in the box. So with these, I'm gonna take a gold paint marker, and I'm gonna go around the edge, because you see the edge, you can see the wood. I mean, it's all right. This is not the best look. How many of you guys can name all the different styles of crafting that we do inside the DIY Duo? And who can name all 7 coaches? Cats on shells, yes. There's just, I mean, they're not just for one specific purpose. Like, you might buy them for that, but then you're like, I can do so much more. All right, I need to shake it up again. Or maybe I'm running out of ink because I use this a lot for this type of purpose. I'm almost done. Just get me to the other side. You guys see how pretty that's turning? Wait, no, you can't. I gotta show you up closer. These are too small. Okay. I might need my other one. Okay, let those dry just for a second because that is a paint pen marker. So on this, I want my egg, and I'm gonna, uh-oh, I think I let it stay in there too long. No, don't curl. Oh no. It curled on this one side. Let me see if I can fix it. There we go. Now it's stuck to my finger. Okay. So with this, it's already slid off of the paper, and now I'm dripping everything everywhere. So I'm gonna put it face down on my egg, only I need it sideways because I can't do it that way. And I'm gonna hope I got it in the middle. If not, it's okay. I'm like, did I do that upside down? Oh my goodness. Okay, that was right. I did it right. Okay. In the middle. And then it just slides right off. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna put this right here by my fan so that it will dry and we can do the next part. Actually, I'm just gonna dab it. And that's that. I can get this water out of my way before it goes everywhere. Okay, now I want to, I need to seal this before I do the next part. So I'm not going to do that with resin. I'm going to do that with Duraclear High Gloss Varnish. And I'm going to use a little tray. This is what I use for varnishes. And a paintbrush. And this isn't like a napkin or something that you've printed off on your printer. It's not going to make the ink run. But it's also going to give it a tacky background, not tacky, but a grippable background, because I am going to put something else on this. So, did anyone answer who can name all of the different crafting genres we have in the duo, or who all 7 of the coaches are? Resin, clay, wreath attachments, painting, a little of everything. Yes, we do. We do a little of everything. That is no joke. Our resin coach is Coach Nancy, who couldn't be with us today. She is on grandbaby duty, and she is traveling to them today. And then our air dry clay coach is Coach Carly, and she is, let me say, Coach Nancy's business page is Pretty NLC Designs. And then we have Coach Carly, who is our air dry clay or clay coach, and her business page is Crafting in Chaos with Carly, and she couldn't be with us today either. So we have Coach Ginger. I'm just putting the extra. I didn't need as much as I poured in here, back in the bottle. Coach Ginger is our attachments coach. Let me try and talk. She will be on after Sam tonight, so be watching for her to come on. She will be on later tonight. She double booked herself this morning, and now I'm going to put it near the air. Then we have Coach Michelle, or let me do Coach Shell, who is our Cricut silhouette, anything cutter wise is Coach Shell. And she couldn't be with us today because she has her own retreat or event going on for 3 days this week. And so she is busy buttoning that up because they do their thing on Tuesday or Wednesday. Then we have Coach Michelle, who is our vintage and thrifted coach. So she actually takes us on, takes us thrift shopping with her sometimes. And we get to see things that we haven't seen, since our grandparents were around. Then we have Coach Jane Ann, who is our fake bake coach. Yes, Sam, thank you. Yep. Me, Ginger, Jane Ann, Nancy, Carly, Shell, and MJ. That is correct. Thank you, Ann. That is so sweet. We do try. look, a lot of the coaches have their hands in a lot of different groups. So it's really hard to get everybody on the same page sometimes, but we are doing it. We are doing it. Okay, so these should be dry enough that I'll show you the edge. Look at how beautiful that gold edge is. And then, if I can hold it right. And then here we are with the resin on it. Look at that, you guys. Nice, smooth resin topper. Right like that. Isn't that pretty? And then we have this one. So I have 2 of those done. And then we have this one with the gold edge. You can also do that edge with whatever color you want. I just went with gold. And then we have this one. Look how smooth that resin is. Right there. So I have 2 of those done. Now with the water slide transfer, I did do a square one. So this is where we at with that, and I did use from the same pack that print. I thought that was really, really pretty. And that one's done on a white background, where this one, oh, face down on the dirty carpet. Let me see if there's any cat hair in that. I'm gonna just keep that right there. So I have this one, and I'm gonna take this one and add something to it, just like I am with the egg. And I took this mold. It is a feather mold, and I got this from Temu. And it has 4 different sizes and styles of feathers on it. It is a pretty print, right, Jane Ann? And I rolled out feathers early this morning. I mean, we do get enough credit. The members are the best. That's why we do this. So I've rolled out all 4 feathers and kind of let them dry for a few hours so that I can handle them without there being any issues. Now, these 2, I did go and paint with a little bit of that off-white so that it's, you can still see pink underneath it, but it's not bright pink like these. And for this one, I'm gonna use the bright pink. I think I'm going to. This looked good before I did that. And I kind of like having them, I don't know. I don't know if I like it. I am gonna do some, I'm just gonna do it. It's what was in my head. It's what I wanted, this is what I was gonna do. I just think they're too bright for the picture. Maybe I should paint those too. This should be dry enough. So for the egg, you guys let me know. Are these too bright? I think they're too bright. But if y'all don't think so, then I will. So the 2 that I've already painted, I'm gonna take these. So you can see they were bright pink on the back, but not on the front. And I'm going to do that same thing with the egg, like that. You think they're too bright? Yes. I know. I thought the same thing. And I don't know. These are going, this egg is going on my Easter tree, so Now my nose wants to run. Okay, on here, I'm gonna take that same brush. Yeah, that one matches a little better. I'm gonna do regular white on these. That pink is still gonna come through. It's not gonna totally cover it, but it'll dang well tone it down a little bit, I think. And I am doing my edges first. These are smaller, they shouldn't take too long. Oh yeah. Yep, that's what it needed. Tone it down. I didn't know when I did the leaves or the feathers what picture I was actually going to use. I just grabbed a pink clay bag and started molding. And then as the day went on, I figured out what images I wanted to use, and now I'm having to change the feathers, but that's okay. It's easily done. So that toned it down a lot. I'm going to do the other one, and then we can move on. So we also have a group challenge every month inside of the group. I know everybody has talked about the Chat and Chill. A lot of people know about Chat and Chill. It's one of the places where we all get together and chat about whatever. People, you know, will have questions about whatever, and you know, everybody in the group does a lot of different crafting. So there are people that can help you out if you get stuck on a project or need help on a project or need some ideas, whatever. We are 100% there to help you out. But our group challenge is where at the end of each month, so right now, for all the tutorials that were done in February, you guys in the group get to create one or as many of those projects recreated in your style or exactly how the tutorial was taught, and submit it to me. And then a winner is chosen. Oh, that's much better. And so our group challenge every month is a lot of fun. We have, by the way, y'all that are in the group, tonight's the deadline. Tonight's the deadline for the challenge. I will be posting that in Chat and Chill and on our Telegram later that tonight's the deadline. Get your projects submitted to me, not to anybody else, to me. So the voting is fair. All right. Yes, Anne, I have my rubbing buff right here. That's what I'm gonna do. Yep, you're ahead of me. Okay, so I'm gonna put super glue on mine so that it can be done and ready to go. Now watch, I'll probably stick myself to it. No, I'm already stuck. Oh, I love it. Okay. I'm scared to stick myself to this. I'm shaking. Oh, that's perfect. So there we have that. And we'll put some rub and buff on that here in just a second. I'm going to get these on here. Oh, it's stuck to me. All right, stop moving. There we go. About your streak. You tell them, girl. You like to brag. Thank you, Anne. Can't believe you ended like that. I have to toot my own horn. See? Hi, Maritza. Sandra. That's too funny. Hi, Carly. All right, so there's the square one. That toned down pink is a lot better. And then here is the egg one. So now all I need to do is add rub and buff. And do my edges in the gold or whatever. And I'm sticking to myself. Don't touch your face. Okay. Now I have the antique gold or the regular gold leaf. I think I'll go with the gold leaf. And I'm just gonna use, I think I'm gonna use a little makeup sponge. I'm gonna put some of this on my napkin. Maybe not. It's dried up in the top. All right, had to do that over my garbage because it's got a lot of, here we go. A lot of dry bits in it. Okay, so I'm gonna get some of this on my, ooh, maybe not. Maybe I will be using my finger. That doesn't want to stick. There we go. Oh, let me do this one. That's still drying. You guys see the difference? Looks a lot prettier in person than it does on that camera though. I like it. That works for me. Hi, Trina. Oh my goodness. Yes, Miss Sandra has won for the past 6 months in a row. And so she likes to wait until like the 11th hour to turn in her entries. So maybe she'll fall asleep and she don't forget. Oh, that's too funny. But tonight's the deadline for that, so they'll have fun. They'll have a lot of fun. Okay, and then I put some on there. Now, I need my alcohol to get this off my finger, and I did not bring it out here. You'll take all the luck. Thank you, Miss Linda. Oh, and deadline is tonight at midnight, Central Standard Time. So you're in the East Coast. You've got an extra hour. Tonight at midnight, Central Standard Time. And even if I'm sleeping, the entries are time stamped, so there's still time to get it done. Now on this I am, oh, that's not what I was going for. Maybe I can still get this one to work. It's too dry. I think I'm almost out of ink on that one. Oh, this one's nice and ready to go. All right, so that one's got gold around the edges, and then I can't hold it by the edge, but there we go with that one. And then our egg, I do want to do the edge of our egg, and I've got 5 minutes, so we're good. I could even turn my egg into a magnet. And there we go with the gold on that. Isn't that pretty? Now to finish these off, all I need to do is add magnets, which I'll do off camera because I'm going to do it with E6000 and probably super glue. But I'm just going to use these magnets here. But here is our projects. So we have these two. You can see the side and the front image. Then we have this one. We have the square. And you can see that Duraclear does make it shiny. I used the gloss one with the same gold edge. And then the egg is also Duraclear, so you can see it's shiny with the gold edge and the clay feathers. Thank you, Denise. Do I need to reseal it? No, I shouldn't need to. These aren't going outside. This one's going in my tree. And then these other ones are going to have magnets on them for the fridge or whatever. Yes, up after me, thank you, Jill, is Teresa with Flower Town Crafts, which I did put that in the description of my video here. And then Michelle with Michelle's Creative Treasures will be on at 5. Sam with Kome's Crafting Corner will be on at 6. And then Ginger with Ginger's Glitzy Creations by Ginger will be on after Sam is done. Sandra. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. So, does anybody have any questions about the DIY Duo group? I've got 2 minutes. All of our video, well, I shouldn't say all of my videos are being transferred to a DIY Duo YouTube channel. So there's that, but there are a lot of lives in the group that will be over there. There are some that will have to be deleted because we've had guest designers in that don't plan on coming back to move their video for us. So, and I can't move anybody's videos but my own. And then we have my personal business page is Create It with Robin. I created Create It with Robin YouTube. I changed the name on YouTube about 6 months ago. So it was just a natural process for me to do that now since all of our videos are having to be moved anyways. So my YouTube channel is Create It with Robin. If you guys would please go over there and follow me or subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would greatly appreciate that. And then, yeah, I also have a PayPal link for the group that is $11 a month. If you are considering joining the group and don't want to pay through Square, the website, you can also just message me and I will send you the PayPal link to join us that way. So you guys head on over to Teresa with Flower Town Crafts, and thank you for being here with me. I greatly appreciate you guys, and thanks for spreading the word about the DIY Duo. We love you all and can't wait to see you guys inside the group if you decide to join. You guys have a great night. Yes, have a blessed day. Bye, guys.